Hello everyone, I am Prithvi1322 and this video is going to show the fastest fully upgraded helicopters in terms of top speed. We're quickly going to go over the slowest vehicles right now, and as always the position counter is in the top left with the actual top speed the vehicle achieved in the top right. This video only focuses on straight line performance, so if you're interested in racing where braking, cornering and acceleration are all relevant, check the link in the description for the lap time testing series. And if you want to know more information about this testing, including the extent to which it's accurate and how useful it is for you personally, have a read of the full description as everything that you need is in there. This video lists all vehicles and is correct as of the Arena War update. For helicopters added after that or other classes of cars, check the playlist linked in the second line of the description, and feel free to check on my Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to get these testing results a few days before the videos go up every Thursday. So the start of this top speed testing is very similar to the lap time testing. We saw things like the Cargobob, the Skylift, the Annihilator. First up in the bottom three positions, not very quick top speeds, although having said that, if you compare them to cars, they're still pretty good. Now we see the Maverick with 140 miles per hour, so already, you know, when we get to 14th, 13th places with things like the Maverick, the Frogger, these are some pretty quick top speeds. You know, you're going to be hard pressed to find a car that's going to be able to go 140 miles per hour across a long area like this. So when you're thinking about going from one part of the map to the other, air vehicles, helicopters and planes are definitely the way to do it. You're not going to get there any quicker in anything else. So this is the first time ever that I've done top speed testing for planes and helicopters. We're seeing the helicopters now. The planes is going to be the final video of the year after we've done the lap time testing update for the planes, and it's really interesting. It's been a long time coming and a lot of people have asked me for it for a long time. I never did it originally back in 2015 when I was testing these things, because I never used to do top speed testing back then. But the idea of just having every single vehicle tested for lap time and top speed, it's going to be nice to get to that point and get to the end of the road. So here we are. It's kind of historic really to be doing this now. When it comes to the top speed, we're way above on this top speed testing track. We're way above the area that air vehicles are slowed down, so don't have to worry about that limit at all. These are going as quick as they possibly could, and I made sure to keep everything going in a straight line, so that you can kind of sometimes get higher top speeds by either falling down or even going up if the helicopter is naturally inclined to rise up. But I wanted to keep it going as straight as possible, so the two checkpoints, we measure across the two checkpoints. If you want information about how this is all done, the description explains it all, but the two checkpoints are exactly the same height, so it's all being measured in a direct straight line. And obviously we do multiple tests of this, take averages and get the ultimate top speed that these vehicles have. So again, a bit of a surprise with the Little Havoc in 8th place. We've seen some big names like the Valkyrie and the Savage, which didn't do that great in terms of lap time, so I guess they weren't really expected to be doing good in terms of top speed, but the top speeds are still respectable, over 140 miles per hour. They're all pretty close around this area, 140, closing up on that 150 mile per hour area now, but again, these are very, very quick top speeds, and the likes of which we don't really see from cars or any other land vehicle or even boats. So we're definitely breaking some new ground with these top speeds. Now, coming into 6th place, we've got the Sea Sparrow. Does pretty well here to be the first one to break that 150 mile per hour barrier with 153.8. So we've kind of had a few distinct areas. There's been a group of helicopters that are all around that 140 mile per hour area. Now we're going to have a group of helicopters that are around the 150 mile per hour area. And as we're looking through the top 5, obviously starting here with the Hunter, which does a little bit better for top speed than what it did for lap time, 154.3 miles per hour. As you're looking through these, as we go through the top 5, there might be a helicopter that is kind of missing. Maybe you don't even think about it, because I certainly didn't as I was going through this top speed testing. It was definitely a surprise to me where this helicopter comes, because I didn't even think about it as I was going through. So as we're looking through these, there's some big names like the Hunter, the Swift Deluxe, and there might be something just not right. Where is that extra one that we missed? And we'll see it very shortly. So we got the Swift, no surprise here, in 4th place with 156.5 miles per hour. both the Swifts live up to their name with being pretty swift, you know. Third place is the Akula, so just beating out the regular Swift, but doesn't quite get to the heights that it does in terms of lap time. Obviously, we saw the lap time testing video a few days ago, and 157.3 miles per hour is very quick. Obviously, these are some really quick top speeds. These are some quick ways to get across the map. You're not going to find anything else that goes this quick. Second place for the Swift Deluxe, and this is why I said, you know, you might be thinking, well, what is there left? We've done all the big names: the Swift Deluxe, the Akula, the regular Swift, the Hunter. What's left for the first place spot? And it's quite impressive the top speed that the first place spot gets, because we've seen a big group here all in that 150 mile per hour range, but the Volatus beats that quite significantly. With a top speed of 161.3 miles per hour, it is far and away the quickest helicopter in terms of top speed in the entire game. And you know, that 4 mile per hour margin is pretty significant, considering we had 4 miles per hour separating, say, 6th place to 2nd. We've got another 4 miles per hour from 2nd place to 1st, so it's not even a competition. The Volatus is far and away the quickest. 161.3 miles per hour is an incredible top speed. Now you'll see the difference here, but obviously it's the comparison here is a very short distance, so you're not really seeing the effect that can have. Again, it's only 4 miles per hour, I guess you could say. It's not as if it's going to make a huge difference. It's only when you consider something like this, from 5th place with the Hunter to 11th place with the Savage, that's a 10 mile per hour difference. You start to see a bit more of a difference there. So, you know, by taking anything from 2nd to 5th place in this list, you're not really going to get across. You're going to maybe save 10-20 seconds getting from one side of the map to the other. But yeah, ultimately the Volatus is the number one, and it was certainly a big surprise to me when I saw it. I just couldn't believe that it was, you know, getting those kind of top speeds. But the Volatus is the quickest, although it wasn't, you know, it didn't do anything special really in lap time. It does have a good top speed under it, and it's nice to see a bit of variation with these top speed and lap time lists, not always just the same vehicles at the very top. Obviously, at this point, you know, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already for new testing videos every Thursday and update videos when new cars are released, and check out other classes in the playlist. We are going to be having the Planes next. It's the only class we've got left to do. Every single other class in the game has been tested. All we've got left to do now is the long-awaited Planes, and that's going to be out next week. So that's pretty much it for this video. Remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, subscribe for more, and consider supporting on Patreon or joining on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.